Well, what we are currently learning is that Junagadh police has booked 3 Muslim clerics on the accusation of delivering a provocative speech at a gathering of the Muslim community. Now, 3 individuals were booked for giving this provocative speech. Azhari has been detained at Ghatkopar police station, where Gujarat police will be coming over to arrest him. Maulana Mufti Salman Azhari, who was arrested in a hate speech case, requested his supporters not to protest. Let's first listen into some of these reactions that come into this particular breaking news, and then we'll continue the discussion with regards to what exactly happened.
कुछ 35 से 40 पुलिसमैन सिविल ड्रेस में, सिविल यूनिफॉर्म पे मुफ्ती साहब के घर पे थे सुबह में। हम लोग जाने के बाद में हम लोग ने पूछा कि क्यों आए हैं, क्या है, तो बोले नहीं आप उनको बुलाओ तो ही हम आपको बताएंगे। काफ़ी बार हम लोग ने बहुत रिक्वेस्ट किया कि सर क्या मामला है, तो कोई बताने के लिए तैयार नहीं था। मुफ्ती साहब ने कोऑपरेट किया, मुफ्ती साहब ने दरवाज़ा खोला, उनको घर में एंट्री किया। एंट्री करने के बाद मुफ्ती साहब अंदर बैठे, उनसे कोऑर्डिनेट किया, उनसे बात की, तो उन्होंने ये बताया कि मुफ्ती साहब के ऊपर कुछ 153B का मामला दर्ज किया है गुजरात के अंदर, जिसकी वजह से मुफ्ती साहब ने बोला कि हाँ का दर्ज किया है तो 53 का मामला है। हम लोग आपको जो भी है कोऑपरेट करेंगे, सहयोग करेंगे। आप मुझे जो भी पुलिस स्टेशन में बुलाना चाहते हैं मैं तैयार हूँ, और चाहिए तो आप अभी भी मुझे पुलिस स्टेशन में लेके जाना चाहते हैं स्टेटमेंट देने के लिए, तो मैं तैयार हूँ। तो उन्होंने मुफ्ती साहब यहाँ पे आए, अपना स्टेटमेंट दिया, सब कुछ दिया, बट अभी तक के अभी 8 बज चुके हैं, लेकिन पुलिस की तरफ से ना 160 का नोटिस दिया गया, ना 41A का नोटिस दिया गया।
उन्होंने एप्लीकेशन किया था कि इनका ट्रांसिट रिमांड दिया जाए, जिसको हमने अपोज किया, और हमने ये भी कहा कि इलीगली डिटेन हुए थे, इनको हमारे को जो नोटिस देना चाहिए बाय लॉ, उन्होंने वो नोटिस नहीं दिया था 41A का CRPC के तहत, और सुप्रीम कोर्ट के जजमेंट भी है उसके ऊपर, अनिश कुमार करके, वो स्ट्रिक्टली बोलता है, उसमें ऐसा लिखा गया है कि किसी भी आदमी का अगर 7 साल के तक का ऑफेंस है तो उनको पहले नोटिस दिया जाए, अगर वो नोटिस का पालन नहीं करते हैं तो उसके बाद आप अरेस्ट कर सकते हैं। तो इनको ऐसा कोई नोटिस नहीं दिया गया था।
कितने दिन का रिमांड मिला है इनको?
2 दिन का ट्रांसिट रिमांड।
अभी कहाँ लेके जा रहे हैं?
हमें ऐसा बताया गया कि जूनागढ़ कोर्ट लेके जा रहे हैं।
उनके बयान में उन्होंने कहा कि मैंने किसी की भी हमारे हिंदू भाइयों की ना भावना को ठेस पहुंचाई है, ना किसी धर्म विशेष के अगेंस्ट में मैंने कुछ बोला है। बस वहाँ पे एक भाषण था, एक अशार था, वो मैंने पढ़ के सुना दिया। फिर यहाँ आने के बाद उनको पता चला कि कुछ केस हो गया है, तो सुबह में आज पुलिस उनके घर पर आ गई। कुछ बोले 20-30 पुलिस वाले सब आ गए, तो हमको उठा के यहाँ पर लेके आ गए वो पुलिस स्टेशन पर। तभी से हम यहीं बैठे हुए हैं। लेकिन उन्होंने एक भी कहा है कि हमको कानून कायदे पे पूरा यकीन है, पूरा भरोसा है कि मेरे साथ इंसाफ होगा।
मुंबई में शांति है, मुंबई के रास्तों पे शांति है, घाटकोपर एरिया में शांति है। कोई भी अफवाह आपके ऊपर, आप लोग अफवाह के ऊपर विश्वास ना कीजिए। मुंबई पुलिस को कोऑपरेट कीजिए। मैं मुंबई के आम लोगों को बताना चाहता हूँ, मुंबई के आम लोगों के लिए मुंबई पुलिस रास्तों पे है और शांति है। कोई भी अफवाह आप नहीं फैलाएंगे और अफवाह के ऊपर आप विश्वास मत कीजिए। जय हिंद।
Well, right now we're going to cut across to Yasha Kotak, who's joining us to understand what exactly is the situation that took place. Yasha, a very good morning to you. Well, if you could take us through what exactly happened, if you could give us some more details with regards to the comments that were made in this particular provocative speech that we are speaking of, which has led to this entire scenario at hand.
So yes, this very case, in fact, this case is from Junagadh. Wherein there was an event that took place on January 31st. Now, in this event, there were 3 people who were present. There were several organizers also who have been arrested in this case. When we speak of Maulana Azhari, who's from Ghatkopar, in fact, he was one of the speakers in that case. Now, there have been several speakers in this case who've been arrested. In this case, Maulana, there was a team from Ghatkopar police who had reached Maulana Azhari's residents yesterday around afternoon. They had detained them, following which Gujarat ATS and Junagadh police team, they had also they reached Ghatkopar by later in the evening. However, when it comes to this very statement, there was a hate speech case that was registered against Maulana Azhari. In fact, he was charged with sections 153 as well. And in this case, it was said that he was promoting communal statements here. The statement that he made, he was targeting, he did not mention anyone specifically, but he said the exact statement that he said was that it is dogs who are ruling right now. It will be our time very soon. This was the kind of statement that he made, which has been contested as the hate speech statement. But after he was detained, there were thousands of people who gathered outside Gatpur police station late until last night. Cops had to, in fact, use force as well in this case, and only after a force was used on later in the night was when all of these people were dispersed. Now, amidst all of this, it was this Maulana who, in fact, came on the window of the police station as well. He asked his supporters to not be violent. There was a law and order situation that broke out yesterday outside Ghatkopar police station, which is where what was in fact observed was that only after the speech was given by Maulana Azhari was where his supporters started to disperse. In fact, cops had to also use force to disperse this crowd. Late in the night was when Maulana was reduced before Boiwara court, following which what was in fact seen was that a transit remand was taken for 2 days, and Maulana was to be taken to Junagadh. Now, this was the latest updates that had come in this very case. But yes, there were three people booked by this booked in this case. In fact, the police was mentioned. Police was informed that there was gathering was to take place, but however, eventually the gathering turned into a case where hate speech was propagated by this very Maulana, which is where he was arrested by Junagadh as well as Gujarat ATS. Yes.
Right, Yasha. Yasha, do also help us understand, as you were speaking about the disturbances that broke out post this speech, what exactly is the current situation? Are people still enraged with the speech? What is the ground situation like?
Absolutely, people are still enraged with this speech, but as of now, considering that cops had gotten on roads yesterday to ensure that the mob is dispersed, which is where now the situation is not that violent. Of course, people have been asked to stay indoors. They've been asked to not indulge in violence. However, as the day progresses, is when we'll understand what is the stand that's been taken by Mumbai police, and only on the basis of which is where we'll be able to further info. Because considering as of now the Maulana has been taken away from Ghatkopar police station, which is where we see that there are not too much crowd that is gathered outside Ghatkopar police station. Yes.
Right, Yasha. Yasha, thank you for bringing us all those details with regards to that breaking news. Currently,